Welcome. I'm here with Neva Harjochi, and she's going to show us how to make a great veggie recipe. It's called garlic roasted vegetables.
Yep. All right, we have all the ingredients here. We have some whole potatoes, we have some white onions, asparagus, zucchini, and tomatoes. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you how we get our seasoning. And this recipe doesn't have any sodium at all. It cuts back on your sodium because we have spices here that's going to flavor our food without having to add that. What I'm doing now is cutting the tops off of my garlic cloves. And notice I left the peeling on. I want to make sure that each of the cloves are exposed. Then I'm going to wrap it in foil, simple as this, and then place that in a pan, and that will be a part of our seasoning.
Yum.
Second part of our seasoning is the olive oil and the good stuff, the Italian seasoning and black pepper.
It's important to read the label on seasonings because sometimes they can call something a seasoning and it will have a lot of extra salt added to it.
So just always read your label.
This is a great recipe. We don't add any added salt to the recipe.
All I'm doing is mixing this up. You could mix this up earlier and let the seasons mix a little more and blend up really nice. I'm going to take my potatoes here, my potato quarters.
She has the skin on. That is a good way to get more fiber and more phytochemicals because the phytochemicals come up to the peeling of the fruits and vegetables.
Placing my onion in the pan.
Sure. Lots of antioxidants in onions.
I like the purple onions because they're a sweeter onion. So I would use purple onions in this dish.
Sure.
Make it a lot more pretty. All right. Let's move these to the side.
What we've kind of combined is we've got the potatoes and the onions, which are typically lower cost vegetables, and she's spiced it up to add some variety and added just a little bit of the asparagus. A lot of people haven't tried asparagus, and this is a fun way to try it.
Yep. I'm adding my oil mixture over the top of my vegetables. Then I'm going to stir that up just to coat them.
Boy, that looks great. That looks great.
And one thing you can do with this is you could put it in a Ziploc bag, like in the summertime, and marinate these for a little bit, put them on the grill, and they would be wonderful that way.
That would be great.
All right. Now all I do is, I'm not even going to cover this full because it's roasted. I'm going to place this in my oven at 375 degrees preheated.
Great.
My tomatoes and zucchini are a lot more tender than the rest of the vegetables that are in this dish, so we're going to add these in about 15 minutes.
Oh, that looks wonderful. It smells good too.
We have reached our 15-minute interval, and now we're going to add our tomatoes.
Okay. Getting some more colors there, aren't you?
Yes, I am. This is a good dish. We follow the 5-a-day colorway, and we use more colors. The brighter the colors, usually the better it is for you.
Sure, more antioxidants.
Yes. This recipe contains 3 of the colors, red, green, and white. I'm just going to kind of stir that up so that all the seasoning can be coated on the other vegetables that I just added.
Sure.
And my garlic sitting on the side, just cooking nicely.
Oh, wow. You know, I could almost eat that now, but I think the potatoes are a little too tough. But boy, that looks great.
Now we're going to place this back in the oven for another 15 minutes or until tender. It just depends on the size of your vegetables.
Great.
I'm going to squeeze my garlic over the tops of it.
Oh, that looks wonderful.
It's nice and soft. Has a lot of flavor.
Sure. You know, if I were picking that, I'd pick a lot of garlic. I like that flavor.
I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese to this dish.
Okay.
It has a little bit of sodium, so you will get a little sodium into this dish, but not as much as if you were adding lots of salt.
Oh no, when you think of usually cooking potatoes, you add lots of stuff to them. So this year we're just adding a little bit of spice. I think it's wonderful, Neva.
Isn't that a beautiful dish? All the colors.
Beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. You know, we've had a great time cooking this dish, and one of the things that I think is real important for everybody to understand is that when we talk about the need to have 2.5 cups of vegetables every day, we're talking about kind of the 2,000 calorie reference. On mypyramid.gov, you'll find out that young children aged 2 to 3, they only need about a cup. And you know, some older, like teenage boys, they could need up to 3 cups of vegetables a day to get all the good nutrition that their body needs to grow and be healthy. So I would encourage everyone to look for these wonderful ways, like Neva showed us, and all the chefs have shown us, of how to get the vegetables into our diets. Thank you.